Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. We are still on the way to Neketaka, which I have to reset every single time. Arg! I wonder if there's a patch out for this by now. Probably. Wait, what? Don't look over here, what the fuck? Okay, I'm low on rations. I mean I'm low on rations. Oh, because I only have ale. Let's go ahead and throw some grog on there. I think I use like 11 per day, so that's enough for now. Get my morale up, and yet again I've got to go ahead and set freaking... There we go. Now what's this? A Crookspur Captain? Slavers. That's another Dow. Do we want to do it? Alright. Okay, Captain, a vessel approaches. The vessel keeps its distance, skulking around the periphery like a feral cat outside a slaughterhouse. It makes no attempt to hail you. Let them be for now. Yeah, let's let them be for now. Because. Alright, hold on. So what do we gotta do? I like how they... No, I didn't mean to go back to the decks. No! Anyway, I like how they judge some by, like, the difficulty level. Like, that's 3 red skulls or whatever. That's where I need to go. So let's go along the shore. Got all kinds of trading vessels. Like, does that mean you can just go full-on pirate? That's neat. Alright, we are in town now, hopefully. Pillars of Eternal loading screens. Alright. Alright, reach Neketaka. 1 blessing granted. What are the blessings for? I gotta look that up. Deep Spring 2823. Wow, this is a large map. This is actually a large map. I'm loving that theme. Oh, we'll get greeted as soon as we come ashore. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armed Almala. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbor master looks you up and down with pursed lips. She looks past you towards your ship.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Almala cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Well, are you a farmer, Eder?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
I love that. Yeah, Eder is actually a farmer. As her attention returns to you, the Almala's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Neketaka.
Okay, we got requirement not met, dexterity. Following a giant maid of Adra, and I need to see someone in the palace about it. Okay, I'm following a giant maid of Adra. The harbor master chuckles to herself, as do the women in med behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
Whatever. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for her joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, following with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell. Grieving mother?
Show
Oh,
them.
pallid night. There we go.
Show them what you are.
All right. Concentrate on folding on the edge of the in-between. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing pack of guards. Soon, all you can hear is the rushing of blood in your head and a muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
All right, can they see this?
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
Yeah, whatever. The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic, 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face, but you hear no words. Only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows, and slows, and slows, and slows.
Now.
What? What is this?
Whoa, ghosts! That's right.
Run for it!
Poof.
You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, fat-fucking freaky style.
I like this guy. Okay, hold on. Seraphim is now my favorite freaking, whatever he is. What the hell is he? I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I'm just gonna grab this stuff while it's unattended. Don't mind me. Ain't nobody here to stop me. Just gonna go ahead and loot the docks. Okay. So what do we got down here? Alright, a Ribeiro.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
The tailor eyeballs your shoulder width, doing some mental calculations.
Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Alright, what do we got here? Badrin's cover. It's a magical pair of pants. An Orlan warrior. Orlan, that's what they are. During nighttime, this aura grants all nearby allies a bonus to their stealth skill and resolve. So I can get magic pants. Now, I never equipped that hat. I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me equip that hat real quick. Alright. There you go. Oh, that looks kind of brutal. What else we got that we're not using?
Ooh, I like how this feels. Well,
Yeah, you better. I paid enough for it.
of course.
Okay, Neketaka guard. Cause any trouble? I think I just frightened everybody away up there. Oh, Osa.
Care for a fish or two, stranger?
So this is a fishmonger,
You'll find no
and she's got fish. I don't know what I expected.
Out my way, friend.
All right, let's take a look at this map. Got a ship right over here. Yes, a Zamar.
Dora must be with you in just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks at a splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his hand.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Zamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Having trouble with a client?
Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned firepower.
Zamar pulls at the end of his beard and winces.
While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Zamar winces and tugs harder on his beard in self-administered punishment.
If I don't get Redora's payment,
Okay.
I might as well start
If it gets me a
carving
discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora.
You do that? A fair price goes without saying, Cully.
Zamar untangles his hand from his beard to link his thumbs and forefinger with a
It
wink.
all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it?
Alright. Zamar spits towards the dock pilings and glances back at the work still to be done. I'd like to see your goods.
Come take a look.
And wow, you can buy a new ship. Yes! So you can buy bigger ships than what I got. Plus I can... I just noticed that both my hull and my sails are bird shit stained. They are bird shit hull and bird shit sails. Literally, because I pissed off Hylia. So you can replace like everything in here. That's nice. Yeah, let's deal with one thing at a time.
What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know where Zadora is, but I guess I'll find out. Got a lot of places to go. The Valera Estate. Got the back alley. Dockside Arms and Armors. Valian Trading Company. That's nice. The Wild Mare. That's where I was told to go. So I guess I'll go. See what I can do.
The Hazanui is at the palace, blaming the Valians for attacking one of their ports.
Well, did
That's
they?
interesting to know
Of
about.
course not. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war over it.
Sounds like there's some intrigue to be had. Not bad for a large city. Missives of the Hand Occult.
I'll see you.
Merla. Worship hunter taken.
Oh look, there's somebody over there. Go ahead and talk to Ainea. No sooner do you approach the Valian woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
Alright, what sort of business are you in?
Not the business of answering questions, Nazenale.
Alright, I will remember that.
Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the Wild Mare. When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some work off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but... Ugh, there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself and peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
Sounds like a plan. Bikara.
Gelate! Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
Hasonga? I have no idea what that is.
Questions? Ask your questions, Aimiko.
Why aren't more sailors accepting work?
But I blame Luminous Adra.
She folds her arms and sails sharply through her
Our
nose.
privateers are busy escorting shipments out of the Deadfire.
Well, that's not bad
Everyone
business.
is rich. No one is hungry. Where are the Casitas willing to sink their enemies for a bag of pies, huh? Drunk on success.
Alright, well, I guess that'll be it for now. Let's head into the Wild Mare. Alright, what we got here? Got Gaimel, Jimmel, got a Luca over there.
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
So what you got for me? A jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
Alright, I'm looking for more intimate entertainment.
You're in luck, friend. The Wild Mare employs a number of courtesans skilled in satisfying a wide range of tastes and interests.
Thoughtful Jody rubs a knuckle along the edge of her jaw. Alright.
Find them upstairs. They handle their own coin, too, so no need to go...
Sounds good.
You see anything you like, let me know.
So what he has for sale. Backstage storage room. Private dance room. What has he got for sale? I gotta pick up some supplies, but I'll do it a little bit later. I feel like I should buy more ale and grog.
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
Let's talk to Luca first. And I got nothing. A Boca.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
Avalian shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a hearty swig of his tankard. Do I know you?
Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends.
Alright, I like that attitude.
You are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak. Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak.
Leaning in close, he sips from his tankard and loudly sucks moisture from his upper lip. RPG Crawler, Captain the Defiant, at your service.
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips from his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down to himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Mera. Never did it go this poorly.
You were saying? I'll give him an ale. Here, you need this more than I do.
Agressiva. Do you know what my problem is, amigo?
No, I do not.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
Well, I do.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak.
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job?
I haven't heard the job.
You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes.
Agressiva. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arm to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Marian, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Maje and heading west of Maje Island.
Sure thing.
You have but to ask.
Alright, you seem down on your luck.
I have stumbled in my career path.
So it seems. So I've got 2 bounties so far.
Accomplished hunter, I can
accomplished? I haven't found crap yet.
It's not all bad, but the momentum of meeting new clients over drinks and in such enchanting company, it drains the stamina, my friend.
Alright, well, farewell for now. Well, there's Captain Redora.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amigo.
A Valian sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brow at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attention elsewhere.
Madiko, it is no wonder I thirst.
As she wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, her eyes widen and meet yours.
Ado, why do you stare?
Alright, Zamar sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle.
Redora takes a shaky step back.
Sientere, but you are too late to collect.
She holds out her palms and flinches at the blow that doesn't come. How do you know it doesn't come? Maybe I just wanted to... Okay, never mind.
A gang in the Northern Alley stole
Okay,
everything.
Northern Alley gang.
I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
Alright, Zamara has been having some pirate trouble. Could this gang be connected?
If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible.
Alright.
Botzos will regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Redora raises her empty mug as the vow is struck.
Those the cannons you'll be waiting for Zamar to cast you. Because I'd be seeing more holes in that plan than in any Principe mast's future or no.
His green eyes pry at her from over crossed arms. So, why don't you tell me what happened?
Wizard lights drew me like a moth to the alley north of the Wild Mare.
Her eyes turned downcast.
And the blow to the back of the head that followed, Merlight hurt.
She touches a spot behind her ear and
then
hisses.
A wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
A wolf?
It growled like a thunderstorm and drooled on my uniform.
Redora pats a stain on her shoulder.
I stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the mare.
Alright, sounds like my quarrel is with his gang.
When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
I'll consider it. So I gotta go find this gang. What else is there to be had here?
Where in the blazes is that old man?
Who's this? Khan. A young woman lingers near the stage with a mug of ale clutched tight in her hands. Though she shows no interest in the dancers, the bags beneath her eyes speak of many long nights spent drinking in the tavern. She looks lazily about the room until her gaze alights on you with interest.
Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately?
There's an actual dancer on the
Probably
stage.
drunker than an eel in a barrel of mead.
No, can't say I have.
Andra's crushing void. I thought as much.
But then again, I just arrived.
Listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%.
Alright, 20%, but I'll be the one doing the work.
Fine, Andra's great sagging tits. Fine.
40%, that sounds
you can
good.
have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him.
Oswald? Sounds like a deal.
I can't thank you enough. No one's been willing to so much as tell me the date until you came along. The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs, Analis.
Analis.
Maybe you can get more out of her than
That's
I can.
not how I would have pronounced it.
Refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cunt.
I'm kind of glad an NPC did before I tried it. Okay, I've got a few questions for you first.
What do you want to know?
What does Oswald owe you money for? She stares into the depths of her mug and sighs.
It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he was doing. Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous Adra, create a device that would add years to one's life.
That does sound interesting.
Must have been a crock of shit, because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Alright, sure thing. What's your history with him?
The man's a family friend. Has been for... must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf, eh?
Alright, and who are you?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. But hey, what the hell? I'm one of the countless minor nobles that litter the Deerwooden countryside. You know Admeth Hadret, hero of the War of Defiance? He's my great whatever.
So what's the problem with that?
When people find out, they start doing weird shit. Calling me lady, opening doors
I'm
for
glad
me,
I didn't do
buying
that.
me drinks. Really, the title is a mockery. It means nothing to me.
Sounds like that's alright. So I don't really truck with that many nobles from there either. Except for the ones that are cool. So I guess I will be heading upstairs. Looking for Analis. Alright, well, there's nobody keeping me from looting this. And there does not appear to be anything keeping me from looting this. Alright, talk to
See
Yimmer.
something you like?
No. The dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile stuck in your lip. No! He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the wash of
Did you
color in his
enjoy
cheeks.
the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
Never mind.
Till later, then.
Not interested. Rabuna? Oh, that's a godlike. Well, here's what's her face. A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilba.
All right. Tell me about yourself.
It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words. How to capture their dreams, the desires of another, their feel and taste. But I appreciate your curiosity nonetheless. I am an actor. Trained from childhood.
Curious place you found
Difficult
yourself
for you to believe, I'm sure.
A teasing smile pulls at the corner of her lips. Her voice is wistful, almost melancholic.
My troop were my family, and we travelled the whole of the Adir Empire, performing the classic literatures to cheering audiences.
Sounds like a pleasant life.
The work was good when the crowds were grateful, and their pockets swelled with coin.
She gives you a pained smile and looks away.
I found a more dependable application of my talents here. To touch the hearts of others with my voice. I could not give that up. Have you come to hear some verse?
Alright, Khan's looking for someone named Oswald. Sound familiar?
I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave.
Alright, Oswald's run up a debt with a wrong... Hold on. It's clear you care quite a bit for him. Let me help. She chews on a knuckle, brow furrowed, deciding whether she should trust you. Then she sighs heavily and gives you a sheepish smile.
Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran.
Her eyes gain a distant, unfocused look, and a wistful smile spreads across her face.
He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense.
Probably messed up with an experience.
He came to
with
me
an
in
experiment.
panic a few days ago and shoved his journal into my hands. He told me he'd be back for it, but I've not seen hide nor hair of him since.
It'd be interesting to get that journal.
I wonder. Perhaps his journal would help you find him. Here, take this key. You'll find the journal in my
Thank you for being
armoire.
so cooperative.
Leave it to me.
I might take both of those. Okay, give Oswald's journal to Khan, but first, I'm going to take a look at that. Wherever I can find it. Where's Oswald's journal? Alright. On Godandag, this afternoon I walked the streets of Neketaka and felt an unusual spring in my step. I cannot be sure if it is the fine weather of the archipelago or my great distance from the deer wood and the blasted goose and fox inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nonetheless. I have seen no sign of the girl, highly be praised. God's willing, I have slipped her net at last. Mexwinsdag? The shadows are strange here, seeming to move of their own accord. As I passed from Queen's Berth to Periki's overlook this morning, I could have sworn I saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the area as quickly as I could, and as far as I can tell, I was not followed. I have many enemies, as any man of a roguish, adventurous mien should, though none have cause to search for me here. I know those shadows must be but a trick of the mind, but still I am uneasy. The next entry is written in a shaky, wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. Rintzlicksdag. As I put down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and I thanks be to Hylia for it, or I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there, and yet I know I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with all haste. Gods protect me in my flight. On the next and final page of the journal is the symbol of Odica, a broken crown scrawled in deep red ink.
Have you come to hear some verse?
Nope.
Farewell.
As you wish.
Alright, well, I've got to find out where that goes to.
I'll see it done.
Let's go ahead and just search this place. Oh look, there's a named person here, and a thing I can loot that's not nailed down. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he fastidiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
Whatever. He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Whatever you need. Just ask.
Alright, never mind. I am going to go chat with this chick out here. Or not. We'll get that later. Go to Queen's Berth. I have a gang to track down. Alright, let's... I guess let's head to the back alley. Wait. Let's loot. We cannot let one thing... Oh, that one's like actually owned. How come that one's owned, but these aren't?
Leave it to me.
Keep your voices down, my cullies.
Oh, is that... Are they gonna jump someone? Barath's... Oh, there we go. That's just a crafting ingredient. Yo, what's down here? Yo, commoner.
You want something?
Yo, what the hell are you guys doing down here?
Not sure I can.
Well, I have an alley to go
The Queen
to.
is holding court today with the Valiant and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Sansa's Map Emporium. That would be useful to come to.
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there? Have you seen Laro Badato?
I have not.
Magdico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passers-by, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. What seems to be the problem?
Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
So I gotta find Laro, I
Must be
guess.
nice to be a layabout. Uncle Angbert would have tanned my hide.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back to you with sudden recognition.
Fuck. A face from the motherland is a welcome sight.
Wait, oh, she knows me? Oh, she knows me from Old Valia.
If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
Sure, how can I help?
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
I'll study your hand. Nara has been digging her nails into her ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned, because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
Alright, what do you mean by Valera rat?
The Valeras. A brood of sea vermin playing at nobility.
She hefts her ledger as if to bring it down on
We
a pest.
squabble and compete, but Laro, the postinago, takes it too far.
Alright, you aren't exactly tearing the district apart. Here, if I happen to cross him, I'll let you know.
I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Sure thing, I can do
Laro
this.
and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing the rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way.
Yep, sure, why not? And the falls are up there, and the southwestern bridge is... Okay. I can do all that on the way back through. Let's take a look at this back alley first. Wait, who's this? Ivor the Bright.
Gone shepherds us all, traveler. Seek out his
Okay.
temple along the sacred stair, that thy path shall be made clear.
Not exactly who I need to worry about, but... Let's see what's up here. Wanika.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
Okay, let's see what
Lots
you have
to
here.
see. Take your time.
Alright, we've got Heaven's Cacophony, which is another helm. It's actually quite a lot. Wow. Thorns of the Bleak Mother. Again, very nice. And Gate Crashers. That's actually not bad. Ah, so many magic items that are really useful and I have no money. Okay, these are cut purses. I'm gonna send
So she asked
Edera.
him what he calls that trick, and he says the consueli.
Alright. Talk to
You
Gota.
the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood.
The wolf at this man's side raises her hackles and growls. He shushes and pats her behind the ears, all while keeping his focus trained on you.
I thought Rimaro's pup kept better company.
Kota glances at Seraphin.
Ahoy, friend. See you still be doing that old referring to yourself by name thing? Would have thought it'd have cost you enough lays by now to be dropping that affectation.
I like Seraphin.
Has not missed the sound
Best
of your
Orland
voice,
ever.
Seraphim. Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Kota.
A line of drool drips between the wolf's bared teeth.
Sorry, Valian names all sound the same to me. Which one is the pretty wolf?
You'll know soon enough.
Alright. Any chance you're the one shaking down Zamar?
Zamar has money problems. Kota has solutions. The little man doesn't know how to count his coins. Kota heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
His free hand moves towards the weapon slung on his belt.
Wrong play, Cotter. Let's be keeping this so friendly as a friendly fucking chats. Lest the captain be calling your raise.
His furred hands rest near his own weapons.
Look, Selezia, your supper comes with blue fur.
He nudges the wolf, eliciting a deep
Tell
growl.
the shipwright to accept Kota's deal before he suffers another setback.
Tell me my business again, and I'll sew your wolf into a pair of boots, amico.
Not Selezia.
His hand goes to the scruff of his companion's neck. A chuckle rises from his mates, which they fight to suppress. Aww. Edder's upset.
Better ways to scare him than threatening innocence.
Hey, Kossi, and whose side
Sorry,
are you
Edder.
on? Your Casita or the wolf?
Kata aims a bewildered look at Edder.
No one threatens Kata, you overstuffed boil.
Kata's voyage would be a mercy compared to what I have planned for you. Kata flinches and turns to his crew. He studies each of their faces in turn.
This one's not worth it.
Kota whistles through his teeth. His crew abruptly lower their weapons and stand down. Alright, so did I win that? Pirate thugs have been dealt with. Thank you. Let me go ahead and talk to Zamar. I feel like I need another party member. Now, I didn't have the opportunity to get a lore, but I've already got a wizard, so... And I kind of like using all actual party members. Let's talk to Zamar. Unless 4 is the max.
Ahoy there. Any news worth
I
telling?
convinced Kota to leave you alone.
Best news I've heard since I arrived on this rock.
Zamar lowers his hands. They shake like they don't know where to go next. They go back up to his beard, this time less frenzied.
What of Captain Redora?
Zamar pulls the ends of his mustache taut.
Has she sobered up yet? Or do we need to shake her by her ankles?
Alright, she was robbed. Don't hold it against her.
Robbed? Abidon's fist.
Blinking, Zamar glances past you and swallows.
Someone's feeling bold to prey on a captain in Queen's berth.
Yep.
Matters being what they are, Redora's commission is yours, if you can afford it.
I might be interested in it.
That'll be the Iron Thunderer. A cannon well deserved of her name.
Please tell me it's cheap.
Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai standards, but she's got heart. For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove.
Sure, I'll take it.
You will? I mean, you will.
I probably should have bargained with him, but oh well. He snatches your hand and shakes it with 2 quick pumps.
Your vessel will spit fire like a worm with a belly full of fire kelp.
Okay. And even though that leaves me next to broke, it did give me 4 cannon. And I can sell my old ones. Ah, they take longer to reload, but they have a better range and slightly more damage. And I will actually simply sell the rest. Sounds like a plan. Actually, I have a lot of stuff I should sell. For now, that'll work, though. So what else do I have to do? Let's take a look over here near the falls, I guess. Or near the bridge, because that's on the way. Alright. Let's go onto the bridge. Find out if there's anybody here. Nope. Let's look in the last place. That's not where I need to go, is it? No, I gotta get to the falls, and the falls are up here. Pathfinding! Okay. Bardato Estate, is that somewhere where I heard...
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about Luminous Adra.
A giant made of Luminous Adra.
Oh, so they do know about the
All I know
giant.
is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
Someone's coming? And hello! Against a backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of a crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have, or so?
Oh, so Orso versus Laro. Orso glares at Laro and bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
Please, I know a formal challenge when I see one.
What's your words, Oaf? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
Alright.
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms.
Alright, Laro, what say you?
We are civil enough to kill each other without making an incident out of it.
Suppose you have good reason for a duel?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Laro opens his arms wide and smiles to the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Is this slight worth one of your lives?
Ak, this is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience.
Alright. 10 copper pieces on Laro. Does this have to be settled by death? Surely there are better alternatives. No. 10 copper pieces on Laro. A round of cheers accompanies your declaration. The Bardato second accepts your wager, and Orso scowls in your direction.
Finoma, I am ready to cross swords if you are, Laro.
Gelarde, shall we resume?
Yes, do it! Do it! The duelists square off and tentatively circle each other. Stocky Orso moves with heavy strides while Laro takes precise, measured steps. Onlookers gather and press at the edges of the poorly defined arena. Their jeering lowers to expectant murmurs. The duelist seconds bring forth their weapons. Let's take the opportunity to study each of the opponents with insight. It's a watcher-only check. You note the sweat on Laro's upper lip and the furrow of consternation cleaving Orso's brow. Find a better vantage point to observe the fight. I don't have anybody, yeah. It's a watcher-only check. You shoulder your way into the thick of the crowd, but the press of bodies halt your progress. Watch quietly for now. Once the swords are delivered to their respective bearers, the seconds back away in melancholy silence. The duelists cross their swords and bow and salute. The tranquil moment ends with a burst of motion. Despite their difference in size, the duelists seem evenly matched. Orso doesn't settle on an established form, but he keeps pace with Laro's aggressive strikes. Distract Orso with an insult. Boom. Yeah, let's do that. You call out some choice words regarding Orso's father in a lamprey. While Orso searches the audience, Laro takes advantage of the opening and rushes him, knocking Orso off his feet. Eder seems pleased. And Seraphine seems pleased. Orso scrambles to rise, but Laro pushes the blade into his chest, pinning him to the spot as a gasp sweeps across the audience. Ha!
Well, he's dead.
Laro wipes fresh blood from the back of his shaking hands. Laro, go find your sister so she knows you're alive.
Of course. I let Orso's poisonous insults waylay me again.
Not anymore!
Speak to my mother at Zali. If you happen to be by the estate, our troubles will only worsen from here.
Indeed.
Egozi, lest I forget your winnings for the wager.
He signals a second and pass you a pouch of coins. Oh, they had 10-to-1 odds on him? Ha! Okay.
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing
Hey,
me
no
aboard.
problem, Seraphine. You are fucking awesome. A furred hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the
You're on a
ground.
tight shop. You ain't no terrible person, either. It'd be a welcome change for the gentleman of leisure.
I'm glad you're with me.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot.
Alright, so where did you hide it? Oh, thank you for the gift,
You'll
Seraphine.
be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Seraphine salutes, grinning broadly, and turns away. He's got a cipher shackle. Nice. Alright, and on that note, I will call it here. We will pick up in the next episode. For this has been the RPG Crawler with Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. If you like what you've seen, remember to leave a like, comment if you got any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content, both tabletop and computer. Until next time, take care and goodbye.